this is my reaction to UFC Fight Night, Gamrot versus Salkilld, guys. The fighters have weighed in. We're all set for this main event, and I'm taking Quillan Salkilld in this fight. I believe he's going to get it done. He's going to be really tested in this fight with his grappling. We know when he fought Beneil Dariush, we all thought he was going to be tested in that fight in his grappling. But I think this time, guys, he's facing a guy that ain't so chinny, and he's going to actually be challenged with the scrambles here. So if Quillan can get past the wrestling of a Gamrot, we know that Gamrot has been known. This is the first round against Armand. What he was able to do, you see his defensive and offensive scrambles he does. Guys, he's squirmy. It's like trying to wrestle a worm here, guys. So for Quillan, it's going to be very important for him to stop the defense. Don't get into this chaos scramble with this guy because that's what he does best. So for Salkilld coming into this fight, 12-1, obviously fighting an experienced veteran who's 26-4 with Mateusz Gamrot. But Quillan Salkilld has beat Beneil Dariush, who Mateusz Gamrot has lost to. So that's something that he's circling, looking that maybe he can defeat this guy, because we all know that Quillan's the bigger guy. When you look at them when they do face off, Quillan is the bigger guy. You can really clearly see that. Both guys are not intimidated at all. You can see the physique of Quillan. He's a lot more balanced build, a lot leaner, taller, bigger bone guy. I think the power is going to definitely be on his side. But facing a grappler like this that's just got a third lung, it's going to be a very tough fight for him. This is a huge step up. I think a lot of people is agreeing that this is the biggest challenge of his career. And I think he gets tested here. You know, if he's able to get past Gamrot in this fight, maybe we could set these guys up. Chonko versus Salkilld, that'd be a heck of a fight. Or Salkilld versus Fiziev, or you could do Chonko Fiziev and then do Salkilld versus somebody like Benoit Saint-Denis or something like that. Go ahead and get this guy moved on up in the division. But man, this is going to be a heck of a fight, guys. I'm excited for this fight. The main thing that we're going to see here is against Gamrot, he's going to be mixing it up, level changing. And we all know that Quillan's going to be looking just to kill him. He's going to be coming in looking to absolutely just put the pressure on him. And I think that he's able to get it done. I think with his kickboxing style, his ability to scramble, this guy's got really good jiu-jitsu as well. I just see Quillan Salkilld getting his hand raised unless, Mateusz Gamrot can make it one of those just drag him to the ground every time he gets up, an exhausting battle. But I think with the size, once again, going back to the size, you can tell that Quillan's a lot bigger guy. He's got the longer arms. He's got the longer legs. He's going to be able to kick. He's looking huge. And this will be a big test, though. There's no doubt about it. Facing Cousin Mountains, Mateusz Gamrot, he's like, I don't care. I take this guy's hype train. I eaty, trainy, sleepy. And Quillan Salkild's like, we're just gonna give it a go, eh? We're gonna throw down in the ring, eh? Let's just give it a go, yeah? CTE, yeah? But you can tell, man, the Aussies are ready to throw down. He's looking crazier than ever, ready to go down. Both these guys are in peak shape. Both guys are trying to make a run for that title. But I think ultimately, if Quillan can win and get past this Gatekeeper Gamrot, that should be his nickname, Gatekeeper Gamrot. But it's going to be tough because Quillan does have the takedown defense, 90% takedown defense, which is going to be very key in this fight. He has to keep this fight standing. Quillan actually does shoot for a lot of takedowns, surprisingly. He does string them together. I don't know if he's going to use that aspect on Gamrot unless he's going to test him and see if he can maybe out-muscle him. But, man, this guy's squirmy on the ground like a little worm. So I don't know if that's the best strategy here. But here's the key. The strikes landed a minute. and the accuracy. He's got better accuracy, and he's got way more volume. He's going to have to put the volume in striking here, not just the pace, the striking. You're going to have to cause a lot of damage to Cousin Gamrot, because if he's able to get you down and tire you out, that's where he's going to want to drag this fight to the later rounds. And Quillan Salkilld, we haven't really seen him tested later on. So, but this is going to be a big opening for Quillan Salkilld to move on up into the rankings. He gets this win. It's going to be huge for him. He does have a 4.5-inch reach advantage, which is going to be significant. He's got a 3-inch leg. We noticed the arms and legs was longer in that face-off, as well as, a 2-inch height advantage as well. So he's the noticeably bigger framed guy in this bout, and, it's going to be very important. So I'm riding with Quillan Salkilld. I think he gets it done in the second round with a ground and pound TKO finish. I think ultimately it starts off with banging on the feet. Mateusz Gamrot shoots some takedowns. Maybe he gets 1 or 2, but then Quillan gets back to his feet. And you see the Mateusz Gamrot start to get caught, and he starts to do some lazy takedowns, and that's when Quillan ends up on top and finishes him with some vicious ground and pound. We move on. Diego Ferreira versus Billy Quarantillo. Guys, I'm going with Diego Ferreira here. I know he's the favorite here, but I just think that he's able to get it done in this fight. When you look at Billy Quarantillo, he's had a win over Cub Swanson. That was a huge win for him. I just think in this fight, he's just going to carry on with that momentum, and he's going to just prove how good he is in this fight, guys. We move on. Yadier Del Val. I'm taking Yadier Del Val. This guy is tough as nails from Cuba. Huge favorite against the Darren Elkins, the American. Guys, the reason why I'm taking Yadier Del Val is just he's a younger, better fighter. Both guys are coming off losses, but ultimately I think Yadier Del Val is he's just the better athlete in this fight and ultimately gets it done. And I'm going to say probably the third round, ground and pound finish. We move on. Amanda Lemos versus Alexia Thaniara. I'm going with Thaniara here. I think the athleticism, where the athleticism reigns free, I think that she gets it done early in this fight. I think probably second round, ground and pound finish as well. But we move on down the main event. Billy Ray Goff versus my mouse is messing up on me right here. Billy Ray Goff versus Ty Miller. I'm going with Ty Miller in here. I think Ty Miller ultimately is the tougher fighter between the two. I think that he's able to string the takedowns and the striking together real well with the level changes. And I think that he keeps that O. And, guys, he's going to show to everybody on the big stage how tough he is, guys. And he's got the height advantage. He does have the reach advantage by 5 inches, I believe. And he's got long legs. I mean, this guy's got a nice frame for 170. So I'm going with Ty Miller to get it done here, guys. And on the prelims, I'm going to talk about Stephen Concrete Asplund right here. This guy's a heck of a fighter, guys. If you haven't watched this guy fight, he is an absolute prime prospect. So I'm going with Stephen Asplund to win here against Guilherme Pat. And he gets it done with a KO here. I think in the third round, I think the first 2 rounds they warm up and they trade early and often. But I think Stephen Asplund just pulls away with the volume and the damage. This guy just loves... Every time he gets into a scrap, it's just an absolute barn burner. So I'm going with Stephen Asplund to get it done. And that's it for this video, guys. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Keep these videos coming. Peace.